back to another Wuthering Waves video. That's right, my friends. Today, we're going to be checking out the 2.4 drip marketing for Cartethyia, Fleur-de-Lis, and Lupa. Oh my goodness, she's finally here. The most peak story in all of gacha gaming. Their character is going to be released, and we have so much to talk about. There's all the lore and speculation for what is coming next for Wuthering you read it. And I read it so you don't have to, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's dive right into what we're doing today. Now, we're actually doing these on YouTube Shorts because right now Twitter's actually bugged. Twitter is not working, so we're gonna have to use this as a reference. But honestly, it's nicer. The quality is super high HD, and now that they've added all these features to YouTube Shorts, it's actually a lot more manageable than using the Twitter. But that's besides the point. The most key thing here that I want to hone in on first off, this is the nicest drip marketing we have ever gotten for a character. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. You know, of course, we got the snippet of With Glory I Shall Fall, an amazing song, but also look at this, dude, the scenes from the game, and they have never done anything like this. Of course, it's for a good reason. You know, the glass is shattering from the inverted tower, and then we can see Imperator and the Thernodian, and of course the two themselves. This has got to be one of the nicest drip marketing ever, and they will probably not do you know, something like this again in terms of the story integration of sorts. But I'm just so glad it's for a character like this, who is effectively you know, a god in the universe. So this is going to be absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and check out the other post, of course, that we have for Cartethyia, and that being the first one. So this is the one that they usually post. She manipulates the ocean that consumes all and the storm that shapes the world. A powerful gale will rise as she commands the vortexes and tides, wiping out every opponent on its path. Now, it's really funny. You know, for a while, people had speculated that maybe we're gonna add a water element, which doesn't really work because glacio, if you don't know, is just condensation if you translate it in the, you know, original language of this game. So glacio kind of covers water, ice, etc. But people are like, oh well, Rover's eye color is different, so that can't be Arrow. But no, it's Arrow. They just, you know, they fudge the colors a little bit. It's woo-wah, man. They don't really care about color theming in this game, but 100% like guaranteed she's an Arrow user. I mean, she is it in the boss fight, and of course here, and of course let's also take a look at this. The power of the Sentinel and the Nodian clash and unite her, propelling her to an uncertain future. Whether the future is bright or dim, she will hold the blade firmly and confront all that comes her way. And this is awesome because they are talking about, you know, the Sentinel and the Thernodian. Something they showed. Where's the Thernodian actually in this art? Because we see it in the animated version, right? But then we don't see it here, unless it's kind of like, it's kind of broken up in a sense, right? We have the shattered, in a way I see like the shattered shards here, right? And then we have this like sort of tail shape going across the wind as Imperator breaks through, you know, and unites, you know, Cartethyia and Fleur-de-Lis fully. And this is kind of a really, you know, awesome thing to see, because absolutely we're probably gonna get you know, this character with two forms of this sort, where she can be tiny and she can be giant, which, by the way, freaking, I mean, Fleur-de-Lis is like 9 feet tall, so like holy moly, that's gonna be super duper hype. But yeah, no, this is exciting. Everybody pulled. It's just so amazing to see this character coming out. And, you know, of course, while this is the anniversary patch in 2.3, it also is effectively their break patch. They're doing this, you know, on and off thing, which I'm personally okay with, because as long as the content that comes out afterwards is so quality like 2.3, then I don't care if I have to wait a patch. I'll wait, you know, I have time, you know, to like, you know, do cool combat events and whatnot, and I get to actually have a really well written story instead of pumping content out constantly. So this does make me, you know, even if it's a little boring, it does make me happy to see that this patch is gonna have so much. And we're not even done. This is just Cartethyia, because honestly there's not really else much to say besides the potential roadmap, which, you know, this was released all the way back you know, in 2.1, I believe, right? They just chucked it out there and said, hey, guess what, we have a roadmap for the entirety of Rinascita, frick you, so you better prepare your booty cheeks. And now we're already here, you know, 2.3, where, you know, things are chill. We have Zanny and we have Seiyukuna, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then finally, lightly we toss the crown. Now I'm actually surprised, because I feel like the rest of Rinascita will actually span over to 2.5, and they just haven't really planned that far. This is a pretty reasonable reasonable timeline to plan ahead for this sort of gacha game, right? Other games are very similar and we're working the same industry. They plan, it's like about 3 months ish ahead, 4 months ish ahead, especially for main content. So this seems pretty fine, but I'll be very surprised if 2.4 actually ends up being the end, because I feel like there's still some loose ends you want to tie up with Rinascita. But hey, maybe 2.4 just turns out to be a super long quest, just like 2.0, where it's 8 to 7 hours. But hey, I mean, I'm all here for it. Having this character release during that time, and of course another character we need to talk about. But like, seriously, this is just, oh, it's so hype, it's so beautiful, and I don't want to spend too much more time on it. But man, let me glaze Cartethyia, man. It's so cool. Oh man, I can't wait. It doesn't matter what she does, I'm pulling for her 100%. I really hope she has that 2 forms. Maybe she can ride Imperator into battle, the noble steed, -1 horse. It's okay though. We'll see how that goes. But besides Cartethyia, we do have one more person that we do have to talk about, and that is someone completely left field from today, and that of course is Lupa. Let's check out her little animation. Oh yeah, look at that spear. GN spear. Yeah. Totally a Broadblade user, by the way. Yeah, more the classic style drip marketing, nothing crazy. And then we see this silhouette of the tower, which is also in Zanny's drip marketing, which I haven't gotten to play Zanny's story quest yet, or really have a chance to stream Wuwa just yet. So we will be doing that this week. Things are a little crazy right now, but I'll be sure to start picking it up again, pick up the pace, and start catching up in terms of, like, not really catching up, but more doing the content that I would like to do on stream. But yes, here is Lupa. Just ignore the attention, warrior. The victory is ours to savor. So there's actually a lot of posts around on Twitter that we're going to read over as we do that, but of course let's read the thing itself for her. So here it is. Flames erupt within her body as she channels the full force of fire into a broadblade. Okay, so hey, they just told us straight up. With a pleasant smile, she dives into the heat of battle with her wolf-like instincts guiding to track her down her enemies and strike down villains. Okay, yeah, so very much a justice bringer of sorts. The star gladiator Septimon, a warrior of a pure heart, untamed spirit, intense passion, and immense potential. She will relentlessly pursue things she admires, cherishing each moment that allows her to indulge in competition and self-expression on the stage. All right, awesome. So this is one of the things that was kind of in like my hopes for Rinascita, that we would get some sort of Roman gladiator of sorts. And obviously she doesn't look very Roman, but who cares? Her design is cool, and also she is from PGR, so I haven't played really much of PGR, but hey, that's awesome. And she has a sick design. And also, the first thing to point out from this account, we have Morgan Puppy here, is that she kind of has a wolf motif to her thing, which is nice. I haven't seen a wolf in a while, except for Super Smash Bros. But yeah, she's got the hair where it's shaped kind of like a wolf. The parts are slicked back. She has some little ears over here, and then out of each hand, she's got she's got the tail. She's got, once again, the hair, and then whoa, what's happening there? What is it? We got the little like kind of like jawline for a wolf. I think this is the what is it? I'm missing the post that I was intending to show. Let's see here. It should be in the quotes. Here we go. The flaming wolves. There we go. I'm like, wait, bruh. Yeah, but the flaming wolves, this should be awesome. It's kind of like the spirit dragon that Jihad has, Mr. Qingwong Jue of sorts. It's not actually Jue, but don't flame me. But this would be an awesome concept, and I hope this is very much incorporated into her moveset, that she sends like flaming foxes out or something, or it's like something that guides her spear. Which, by the way, once again, Broadblade user, yeah, with the pointy end, yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, she's gonna have some like alt weapon spear shenanigans because they pigeonholed themselves when they made Broadblades. And also, I mean, if you can't tell, this is a fusion character. Hello, like this is definitely a fusion character. It's like, hey guys, I think she's actually gonna be a glacio pistol. Okay. No, but obviously she's something like that. And then of course she's from Septimond, which Septimond is an important place that we haven't really seen or talked about, and that's very much indicated by this symbol of Griffin. So we can see here that this is the Septimond symbol. Everyone else has sort of had the Rinascita symbol behind their backs, but this one especially, I think this is a redrawing thanks to Maple Leaf, so that's super cool. And then there's also these tweets over here. Lupa, as in Wolf Septimon, having Roman inspirations. Lupa is one that raises Romulus and Remulus, the core foundation of Rome. Does this mean we might get a Romulus and Remulus, or will she be all three packed in the one? Notice the amount of wolves in her splash. That would be cool. I kind of hope like there's a Romulus and Remulus character who comes afterwards, because I definitely don't think Rinascita is done, especially because they're adding someone like Lupa and Septimon basically in the quote unquote final chapter of Rinascita. I think we will have a effectively conclusive arc in Rinascita in 2.4, and that's why I kind of wanted to talk about the roadmap. However, I definitely don't think it would be a good idea, to sort of end it. To sort of end it there straight up. I think we're gonna get a little more, because we still have, we have to answer what's Cristoforo doing, what is the Fraxis doing, what the freak is Septimon. You have the little hint from Zanny and this update as well. But there's also there's a lot of things to be done, and I have always wanted the Roman inspiration and Gladiator Arena, because Gladiator Arena is right up Wu's alley to do something of this sort. So this is super exciting. It's unfortunate that, man, there's so much good like character design and drip marketing in this game that, like, bro, I'm cooked. Like, I have to pull for this character. I'll probably skip Siakuna, but bro, like, she's awesome. I really hope she has a really sick aggressive moveset that'll be a lot of fun to have finally. Hey, she might even sync up with Mortefi, which will be hilarious. Gia, bye Gia, I don't want to play with you anymore, because she's got all these kind of similar concepts: spirit animals, big broad blade spear, what is it, aggressive fighting style. Should be a lot of fun. But lastly, I think I wanted to kind of point out like the diversity of Wuthering Waves designs is that in terms of like how they're kind of willing to go off palette, because that was never really something they had in the first place. But we have all these red characters, but they all have different elements, right? We have Shisha, fusion, that seems pretty normal. Danjin is havoc, and then we have Yinlin, who is electric, Siakuna, who's arrow, and then these two, obviously presumably fusion guys. She would totally never not be anything else. And then Changli. But this is pretty cool. Just a tweet from this person over here trying to showcase all of the red characters we have in the game. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy what we're getting here, and I really hope to learn a lot more about Lupa when we finally get to that patch, and Septimon, because Septimon does exist in the game. It's just kind of sitting in the back of the background of sorts. But yeah, we'll see what happens in regards to that. And of course, so maybe Zanny has something to say about it. Maybe she'll come with us to Septimon to find Lupa in the first place. That seems like a pretty reasonable connection to sorts. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's drip marketing review. I'm just really excited. Like, this is the most hype patch of all time. Like, everyone pulled hands down, absolutely. So this is super duper exciting. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's discussion. So as soon as I'm available within this week, I'm definitely gonna stream Wuthering Waves, and then on the weekend I will be doing Chernova of sorts. So be sure to stick around and leave a like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for any of the stuff that we're doing on this channel. We have to do Zanny story quest, we have to do the event. I'll probably try, I kind of decide if I want to do the event or not, but I definitely want to do the combat side of things, because that's what I am kind of here for when it comes to Wuthering Waves. And then we just recently streamed Genshin Impact on that new quest, so you can check the VOD out for that one. I have some choice words about it, but anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We're gonna go and head out here. So with that, see you later. Goodbye.